department's equipment to make.
Correct. I just scanned the device itself. It looks like a basic calibrator, but the inside is completely different. Long story short, it stores and amplifies a tiny slice of voidstorm frequency. Just enough to make stuff designed from Exostrider tech lose control.
Stuff designed from Exostrider tech.
And here's the kicker. Whoever made this can control it remotely.
So it can be activated again at any time.
Exactly. It's literally a ticking time bomb. You're probably wondering why I didn't hand this over to the Academy, right? Before we identify the Fraxidus contact, I'm not letting it out of my sight.
Leave it to me. Endure and defy. One with the sounds. Be gone. Bad timing.
Quick and clean. It's been overwritten. Don't have to worry about it being remotely controlled. Glad we pulled it off in time. You got me. It's been a while since I've done something like this. Stay in your comfort zone too long and you start to slack off without realizing it. Back in the day, I would have handled this in 28 seconds flat. Because the longest reboot time for the auto defense array is 28 seconds. Sorry, back to the topic. While digging through the database, I noticed something. The Academy's mechs and the Void Matter Barrier security logs show unusual access. Someone used admin-level protocols. Also, the device's data has 3 frequency waveforms. One from Hyvatia. The other 2 are unrecognizable. Just by, browsing the Academy forum? Alright. I was once tasked to hack into the Institute's database and tamper with Hyvatia's calibration data, but I didn't change anything, just threw in a few emojis and left a note telling them to upgrade their encryption. That backfired, though. Got me flagged.
Back to those waveforms. If one is Hyvatia's, then the other 2 are likely the targets for the next experiment.
I think you're right. Next, we need to figure out what those waveforms correspond to. Maybe we'll find a clue in the Lahai Roy ecological studies. Let's head to the Space Trek archive then.
Do you want one too? Oh.
The incision has to be clean. Don't want to mess for suturing. That's clear.
Such deep tides.
You might want to brace yourself before Nana's health seminar. The content can be a little graphic. A little graphic.
Allow me to introduce Miss Iris. She's... That's right. She's the Archives Administrator, responsible for indexing all the data here. A very reliable senior, you could say.
Hello, I'm Iris, the retrieval AI of the Space Trek Archive. Miss Linnae and Rover. What can I help you with today?
Oh, you look beat. Everything okay, Miss Iris?
Determining exoswarm contamination thresholds via synchronous accelerators. Tensor renormalization of the void storm's frequency. Looks like it's a paper studying the impact of the void storm on exoswarm. I can't understand a word, but if I match the waveform Linnae found with the data in the paper, it's a void worms.
Preparing for the test.
Why does Iris keep flagging my thesis submissions?
I think her filters keep mistaking your work for junk data.
Huh. Void matter storm surveyor ampli. This is the original manufacturing record for the device Linnae found. Could be useful.
Why does it keep flagging my thesis submissions?
I think her filters keep mistaking your work for junk data.
Why does Iris keep flagging my thesis submissions?
I think her filters keep mistaking.
going on your end? What I found were mostly things we already knew. Abnormal void storm cycles and the Institute's equipment acting up for no reason. A void worm? They're planning to use the device to trigger a void worm's rampage? If so,
The Research Institute.
that's the most likely target. With the Great Sword there, void worms usually steer clear of the Institute. But before Hyvatia lost control, I saw a lot of contaminated exoswarm remains near. Looks like the contaminated exoswarm and Hyvatia were just tests and rehearsals before the main event. Whatever their game is, the real goal is to control a void worm to attack the Institute. Void worms spawn under the influence of Threnodian energy. In other words, as long as the void storm and the Threnodian exist, they can't really be destroyed. This isn't a problem we can fix with a quick solution. I'll leave that to you. As for me, there's one more thing I have. The Department of Engineering's crafting platform runs a mass production line. The Fraxidus must have more of these devices. If they activate them to lure a void worm toward the Institute, we'll need a backup plan. With the manufacturing manual you just found, I can boost our device's power 2 to 3 times. That way, if a void worm shows up here, we'll have a stronger bait. The Space Trek Collective has defense systems and restraining devices in active void worm zones. If we draw it there, we can keep it from attacking the Institute. Like I said, it's only a backup plan. Once you warn the top brass, they'll have countermeasures ready. Besides, with the permissions overwritten, I'm the only one who can control the device. That ties me directly to Hyvatia's malfunction. So yeah, is that the time? By now, they've probably noticed I've overwritten the device's permit. This contact of ours isn't going to...
Miss Lene, the Academy requires your presence for a follow-up inquiry concerning Hyvatia's malfunction. Also, we've received an anonymous report alleging that a criminal record and prison history under the name Lene closely matches your identity. This raises concerns about possible falsification of your admission documents.
Huh?
Please cooperate with our investigation.
I'll answer any questions you have, but this has nothing to do with him. He only enrolled today.
Very well, then. Please return to your dorm and wait for further questioning. Leaving without authorization during this period will count as a breach of Academy regulations.
Sorry. I'll count on you for the rest.
If, as Lene said, the Fraxidus have infiltrated the Academy, I need to be careful who I alert in the Institute. For that, I need someone I can trust. Looks like I'll have to visit the infirmary again.
About the notes you left me last week.
Ah, what a rare visitor. I assume the void storm, those void worms, and your admission would have kept you too busy to drop by.
The Fraxidus have contacts inside the Academy. They're planning an attack on the research institute.
That's certainly surprising. And what do you need from a school doctor like me? Or should I say?
Because I'm still new to the academy. Professor Mornier isn't around, and I have no way to judge if I'm passing the message on to the right person.
And you trust me?
You gave me a hint when we first met, didn't you? Saying welcome back and recognizing me as a Black Shore's bloom bearer. That's not on my official record. Your knowledge of me goes beyond the paper. Besides, CHISA mentioned I left the academy in a hurry. So, someone must have helped to erase my trail. You didn't exactly act like that was our first meeting either.
Interesting theory. Though I'm not sure I fully understand it. What I'd like to know is, what do you want me to do about it?
Not going to admit it, huh? Fine. No time for games with an emergency looming.
I see. Pests inside the academy. Void worm attack on the research institute. It must be part of a bigger play. Vivacia's malfunction, the abnormal void storms. Don't worry. I'll handle things with the institute. Whatever you discover, or whatever course of action, I'll provide support when the time comes. Now go do what you must. Step forth, my partner.
About the notes you let me last week, I spotted a few parameters that seemed off. I marked them up for you, but...
Oh, wow, thanks. I didn't even catch that.
You let me last week. I spotted a few parameters that seemed off.
That's clear.
Can I help you with something? Miss Lene, she's not in the dorm right now. Would you like to leave a message? Wait, are you Rover? Miss Lene asked me to tell you that if you're coming to see her, just wait in her room. Not really. She got a sudden notice from the academy and left with us. It's rare to see her so down. Whatever's going on. By the way, here's her room number.
Detected. Strong behavior and spectrum signature match.
We've got the mind penetrator, the eccentric traffic illuminator, the ghost girl.
What's the other campus mystery?
Oh, right! The Academy's dark side.
Well, look who's here. How's everything going?
I've informed Dr. Hurston and Professor Mournier about the situation. Once the Institute gets the warning, they'll prepare accordingly. The Fraxidus' plan is still unclear, so it's best not to act rashly. Any investigation, leave that to me.
Nothing urgent for now. But since you're here, maybe we could talk a bit. Sorry about this mess. I really should have cleaned up.